Our Dude Day theme show is the perfect opportunity for women to get some insight into the male psyche. So here to help us understand what they're really thinking, please welcome our very special Man Chat panel, KMPS and King-5 traffic reporter Stephen Kilbreath, frequent New Day contributor Dr. Gregory Jantz, Biggest Loser Season 2 winner Matt Hoover, and New Day contributor Steve Haverly. Come on out, guys. Thank you. So this is cool. I like all this handsomeness first thing in the morning. This is pretty good. Okay, no judgment here. I just want to tell you these questions were collected from lots of different sources. So I'm just the messenger. Do we understand?
Just remember, we come in peace.
Yeah, you do. You do. You come in peace.
And we all have
Good.
to go home to somebody, too. So.
Okay, so here's a question. I confess I had something to do with this. This is a lightning round. Steve, you can start. Why do guys always ask me where things are?
Where things are? Because we don't know. It's simple. I mean, we really don't like to show our weakness that we don't know, but if we don't know something, we're a little lazy enough to... We're too lazy to go find it ourselves. You know it where everything is. We ask you. We go right
and that's
to
the thing that's so frustrating is that I actually do know where my husband's wallet is. That's very upsetting, but sometimes I claim I don't, even when I do.
If you don't want that responsibility, play dumb more often, and then we'll stop asking you.
Think so?
Well, I don't know. I know I put stuff somewhere. I just can't remember. My wife seems to know where I put it all the time. So
how about you?
I think we do it. We misplace things just so it makes you feel better about yours.
Oh, do we have a bell? That's it. No. I'm sorry. We were doing good right up until then.
Right. I speak for all of us.
All right, parenting. What do you do differently raising your boys than your dad did raising you?
Wow, that's a tough question. I think you take a lot from where I think both your parents, both your dad and your mom, on how you raise your own kids today. I have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. I don't know if there's much difference in how we do it. I think it's all. I was very supported as a child, and I think that's the key thing is growing up is just the constant support that you get and the praise from your parents as you continue in life. So I don't think it's
just made up for that last answer.
That's good.
Congratulations.
That's good.
What do you think, Matt?
I agree. I had a very supportive family growing up too, but spending as much possible time as I can with the kids and making sure that when I'm with them, whether it's going up to the mountains to play in the snow or going on adventures, doing those kind of things that they know Dad's going to be involved, and there's that interaction that's so important. I think a lot of kids miss out on that.
You guys do a lot more as fathers these days, generationally, and I mean, that's a generalization. Greg, what do you think?
Oh, very much. It's the time and the investment of the time, and for them to know they are so special that you're going to spend time with them and spend time doing what they like to do.
Yes, that's a
Which
good
sometimes
point.
I don't always want to do.
Right. Spend an hour throwing pebbles into the water. Steve, anything you do differently or something you've learned?
I'm a single father. My son's mother lives in Arizona, so I kind of take on both roles. And you know, I know there's a child needs to be nurtured. I also know he needs to play sports, so I'm his coach, and I'm very, you know, I work close. I pick him up from school and take him to school, so I make sure he gets the best of both worlds. You have to.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's good for all of you.
You're doing a great job.
Well, we picked really good dads. All right, this is another lightning round thing. What one thing do you wish women would just get about men?
This is easy, and I'm going to get a lot of trouble for this.
Go ahead.
We are simple, and we don't have the attention span for long sentences. And I don't mean I don't mean that we're Cro-Magnon idiots in the beer commercials. We just we don't absorb that much energy, and if you go on a tirade that lasts 5 minutes even, we got about a third of it.
You've lost us after about the first sentence.
I've lost you already. I've already said too much.
Okay, Matt? Just one thing you wish women would get.
Come on.
I agree with that. We're very simple. I mean, sometimes my wife bumps into me in the kitchen. I'm like, oh, why are you hitting on me like that? Yeah. So I mean, it is just one of those things where it is that simpleness that we don't need a whole lot, you know. A hug and a kiss now and then, and a good job at this, and that's all we need to get.
What do you think,
know we're
Stephen?
valued.
That's right, valued.
Amen.
Yes.
We
men do
married
like that,
you.
right?
We love you. We're with you.
And you're tired of talking about it.
No, and you are, and you're great. You look great in everything that you put on. Honestly.
And we're never going to say anything different.
You always do that. I mean, I think that's one thing that is true. I think it's true. I mean, even if you don't shower for 5 days, you still
look great.
Yeah, you look great. You always look great.
That brings up a
Excellent.
good point. We actually
love that
mean it when
answer.
we say you look great. We
Yes.
actually mean it.
I think we do.
That's
We're not just saying
fantastic.
it to avoid conflict. We actually mean it.
Well, I agree with both points. When I had a son, I finally learned that when I would say to him, "What are you thinking?" and he would say nothing, that's the God's honest truth. He was,
He's in the nothing box in his brain.
yeah,
Right.
there is a big nothing box. Why do you drop your dirty clothes on the floor right next to the hamper instead of actually putting it in?
Well, actually, we don't do that.
I don't either. I actually do a lot of laundry.
I do
can't
most
stand
of the
seeing it.
laundry too.
You know, someone
There's
had asked
beginning
that.
to be a rebellion in the audience.
We need a call-in show. Have my wife.
Yeah.
Okay, just quickly, women in the audience, do your men, just raise your hand if the men miss the laundry basket.
What? You didn't have a talking to that guy.
Now, somebody did
right.
ask me that, and I did have a good answer for it. It's because if you allow them to get away with it, they're going to keep doing it.
Right.
If you take something away that they like, if that happens in your household, don't make dinner. Don't make what he wants.
Well, and the clothes don't get washed. You don't get them.
Well, yeah. Say, look, when you learn to pick up your clothes in front of the hamper, I'll remember how to make dinner
isn't
again.
that kind of
and I'm not being
infantilizing?
sexist by saying only women make dinner because that's not. I'm just
Right.
using it as an example.
Figure out what his currency is and deal on
What's
that.
most valuable? Take it away.
Okay, this was a Facebook question. Do men feel more comfortable in a committed relationship if the woman stays home or works? I'm interested in the 2012 view.
I would love to be at home every day.
And you'd be fine with that,
Yes, I
seriously.
would. I
No
seriously
problem.
would be fine with that. Yeah, I mean, make as much money as you want. I mean, 5 million times more than I do. That'd be great.
No
I would love
problem?
it.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, it would, and it would be
Take
helpful.
a lot of
yeah.
pressure off, wouldn't it?
I've had kind of both worlds too, where I was working only once or twice a month when I was speaking, and then I got another job. And there's something about providing and bringing home that paycheck that makes you feel, strong and like you're providing for your family. So, but my wife also works out of the house a couple days a week. So we've got the best of both worlds. But I think that equal ground and respecting each other for what they do and what they bring is very important.
Greg, what do you
Well, my
think?
personal goal is to provide enough so my wife can do whatever she wants. That's my goal.
I'm sorry, can we let pass it out? Steve?
Well, I took this two ways. I took it. They said, "Are you more comfortable or more secure?" And I think security-wise, it's not very practical for us to think, okay, if she never leaves the house, she can't be stolen from me or something like that when they talk about security. But that's not very practical. So I think if your relationship has ultimate trust and then the rest is going to fall into place.
Right.
That's how I took it as far as the security thing. But you got to have a trusting, loving relationship.
And
or it's
different
not gonna
people
work.
are different,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
different
Oh, yeah.
circumstances are different, but that's an interesting question. We have one more question for you in just a second. Our panel of dudes here have inspired, it's like, oh, we got off so easy. Our panel of dudes have inspired us with a New Day Wants to Know question. Who is your favorite man or boy in your life right now, and why? Guys, we want to know your favorites. So
My favorite
Stephen.
man or boy?
Man or
Wow.
boy?
I am going to say, if I have to pick just one, I guess I have two boys as children.
you can
but-
take them together. I will not make you pick one.
Right. No, I would take them together, and I think I have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old, and the 6-year-old's in kindergarten, and we have so much fun going to high school basketball games. I think they get to a certain age where it's just like the little you that you get to kind of mold and shape them. But it's really a lot of.
So true with sports.
Yeah, it's really it's so much fun, and I would say there's no question that it's Ben and Jack. Love them to death.
Okay. Matt?
Yeah, without a question, the boys, my sons Rex and Jax.
Oh.
They're
Cool.
the coolest little boys in the world, and they've taught me a lot, becoming a dad. So definitely my favorite boys
Makes
in the
all
world.
the difference. I know you have two
Oh,
boys
I
as
do.
well.
I have a Benji who's 9. I have a Greg Jr. He calls himself Greg 2.0.
I love it.
And,
And they're pretty special.
oh, yes.
Steve?
Well, I don't think any of us would be the fathers we are if we didn't say our boy, our child. My son Trent is 12, and he is my life. I mean, we're best friends. We spend tons of time together. So I'd be lying if I didn't say my son was my favorite human being on the planet. So
You guys are great.
Wow.
Great men and great fathers. We appreciate it so much. Don't believe you about the hamper, but you're great guys. And we want to hear from you as well. Please let us know via Facebook, Twitter, or email. New Day at king5.com. I'm sorry, let me do that one more time. New day at king5.com is our address. We'll read your responses in a little bit. Your favorite man or boy and why. Coming up later on our special New Day Northwest show, our New Day handyman pops in to shine some light on the newfangled bulbs and lighting available. Plus, what would a dude show be without beer? We're actually going to pair foods and beer this morning. But first, stylist Darcy Camden is here with a new round of Steeler Splurge. It's a special fashion game, but this time for guys. Stay tuned. Thank you all so